Hi, I'm Tim Lang, the Chief Technology Officer at MicroStrategy. I'm incredibly pleased to be here in front of you today. Day one of MicroStrategy World, you saw some fantastic sessions, including Fong and Hugh, that really talked about the 2021 platform release. And you also had an opportunity to learn about the virtual wave from Michael Saylor. Today, I'm going to share with you the 2021 platform and some of the cool new things that we'll be working on for us this year. 2021 represents the most richest release of MicroStrategy to date. We focus on a rich set of features, ensure we've got openness and security, great scalability and performance to allow you to deploy rich applications across your organization. To begin with, I want to talk about the future is open. Data is one of the most important assets that exists in your organization. It is a differentiator between you and your competition, and it's how you service and support your customers, how you grow your products, how you deliver services to your customers. It's how you grow your organization, it's how you drive profitability for your teams. The largest amount of data for organization is largely hidden. It's embedded in the custom applications and the workflows of your organization. Most of this data is unreachable by teams and individuals in your organization who need it and rely on it for their day-to-day work. It is trapped in silo stores and applications, trapped in closed-loop systems held by data scientists, and it's also trapped in fragmented platforms. In MicroStrategy 2021, we've made large investments in the open architecture and our API layer. This API-driven approach allows and fosters greater embeddability into your applications. And this release with 2021 further extends and gives us the ability much more easier than ever before to really allow you to embed deeply into those corporate applications that you have and take advantage of. The Platform SDK unlocks and simplifies a powerful way to modernize your applications. You can embed infographic-style dossiers into your financial systems, or you can take advantage of hyper-intelligence cards integrating into core business systems and allow your users to have zero-click access to the most relevant data. We've invested in containerization and modern cloud deployment to make it even easier for you to deploy those applications to all of users. Whether you're on-premise or in the cloud, we want to transform how you deliver insight to all of your users while reducing the overall total cost of ownership. 2020 was a difficult and challenging year for all of us. It was a transformational year in terms of how we work remotely. The virtual wave washed over technology, shifting the vast majority of our working model to being much more remote. Challenges in scaling and adapting our applications to support the scale requirement and the security interfaces fundamentally put a lot of pressure on many organizations. At MicroStrategy, we've been here to support our customers, and we've driven this virtual wave through the course of this year. 2020 taught us the importance of security, scalability, reliability, and uptime to ensure that customers were able to support their needs independent of whether they're in their offices, working remote, and that they can support the scale of the digital systems that they need to provide for their teams. MicroStrategy Cloud has grown in leaps and bounds this last year, and we're super excited to see the number of customers, particularly in the last half of 2020, that have moved to the MicroStrategy Cloud platform. Even in the very end days of 2020, we saw some fantastic adoption by customers of the 2021 platform release in the MicroStrategy Cloud offering. Our cloud offering supports greater agility, the ability for you to focus on the applications you'd like to deploy to users without having to worry about the administration and the management of the systems. We take advantage of cloud-native technologies to support greater upgradability, reliability, and security. If you are on-prem today, you need to reach out to us. We've had many customers take advantage of our cloud migration in the last 6 months, and we see an acceleration of it happening in the first half of this year. It will give you access to the latest updates. You'll have the latest functionality available to users, and it'll also unlock all of those brand new interfaces. It'll make your deployment fundamentally easier and allow you to bring those applications that you had built with documents and dossiers into a fully managed platform. Hey, to talk more about cloud, containerization, and embeddability, I'm really excited to bring our head of product management for platforms to talk to you about this. So I'd like to hand over to Mohammed Abulsud.
Thanks, Tim. MicroStrategy was an early pioneer of cloud analytics. As a matter of fact, this year we're celebrating 10 years of hosting cloud environments, investing in our customers' cloud journey to ensure that the transition is seamless and help them realize all the efficiencies, scalability, and cost saving that comes with running your environment on the cloud. It starts with the migration experience itself. Rather than moving your infrastructure and applications manually to the cloud, we've built tools and processes to automate the whole migration. We take a snapshot of your current environment, including your metadata, human cache files, images, and even customizations you've made on top of your platform. Deploy it in the cloud of your preference with either AWS, whether it's AWS or Azure. As part of this migration, the tool even upgrades your platform to make sure you're on the latest MicroStrategy release and leveraging our latest and greatest features. We're building our new cloud deployments on cloud-native technologies, leveraging containers, and adding APIs to facilitate management and scalability. What do you get with using containers? Well, first of all, speed. No hypervisor operating system means faster startup. Standardization and portability makes cloud agnosticism much easier to achieve. Reliability and security. App resources are isolated, allowing for improved fault tolerance and easy upgrades for the latest security updates. Efficiency. Less OS overhead and improved scalability. We believe containerization can unlock the MicroStrategy platform's capability to scale on demand. Kubernetes allows us to easily define scalability rules so we can independently and automatically scale MicroStrategy components. Let me give you a couple of examples. In the event of a usage spike, we can create additional web server containers to take on the extra load for improved horizontal scaling. In the event of simultaneous kube republishes, for instance, or even other memory-intensive operations, we can scale the iServer containers either up or out, ensuring availability and job completion. In addition to avoiding outages caused by scalability issues, containerization makes our architecture much more capable of zero downtime upgrades. Instead of a large monolithic architecture, a containerized platform and other server improvement will make the platform more cloud-friendly, if not cloud-native. These improvements are important for all of our customers. It provides flexibility and consistent deployments, regardless of the cloud platform, whether you're on AWS, Azure, or GCP, or even locally on-prem. Now, when it comes to embedded analytics, MicroStrategy is consistently rated by analysts as one of the top embedded analytics BI tools. With the latest release, we introduced a set of REST APIs and Python SDK to replace traditional command manager scripts to be able to automate administration, user provisioning and user management, server configuration, and numerous other workflows. Our embedded SDK allows you to build and control dossiers, even individual components of the dossier, and embed those dossiers into your own applications seamlessly. This year, we're excited to continue enhancing our REST API and Python SDK to automate various CI/CD workflows, such as application deployment and content validation. For example, for application deployment, we're building REST APIs to create and deploy migration packages for object migrations between environments, providing a means to review and validate content of these packages before deployment. As part of content validation, we're adding the ability to automate data export and comparison between different reports. We'll even provide the ability to programmatically export report SQL and compare it as well. We're excited to partner with you on your journey to embed MicroStrategy analytics into your applications. Back to you, Tim.
Thanks, Mo. That was fantastic. This was a major investment area for us in 2020 and will continue to be a significant area of investment for us in 2021. There's a lot of really great sessions for platforms that are on the track for today, and I really encourage you all to take a look at some of the great sections. We'll see some great professionals from technology and other parts of the organization help shape your journey for cloud with MicroStrategy. Modern experiences are critical for all users. It really helps drive the transformation of how they work and interact with data. Experiences need to be fast, they need to be interactive. They need to be able to bring intelligence and insight to all of the users, independent of where they are. With MicroStrategy 2021, we dramatically improve on the usability of the software to really allow your end users to be able to dynamically interact with content in a way they haven't done before at breakneck speed. Hyperintelligence is actually the fastest growing product in the history of MicroStrategy. It allows you to actually transform how you interact with data, allowing you to provide sub-second access to some of the most critical information of your organization embedded in a fortitude of different applications. Whether your users are browsing the web, whether they're in email, they're on their mobile devices, or integrated into customer applications, Hyperintelligence has unlocked for many amazing customers, whether it's Sonic Automotive, Cooperators, ServiceNow, Gilbane. Many of our leading customers have transformed how their everyday users at the front of their organizations take advantage of data that would have been locked away in dashboards historically. In 2021, we introduced some amazing new features. In this upgrade, we further extend and give you richness of functionality, whether on your mobile devices, being able to share cards, whether you're able to work and interact in Office, or more excitingly, ability to actually build and shape Hyper into any application. We introduced with the 2021 release the Hyper SDK, that in a couple of lines of code will allow you to transform any application you have to be hyper ready and to bring insights from other parts of your organization, outside data, into the systems where your users live and breathe in. Hyperintelligence has transformed many amazing workflows for our customers, and we're excited to further extend and broaden out the ability for us to deploy Hyper to many, many more customers more broadly. We're excited to launch Hyper.Now. We did the soft launch in December, and now it's fully available for customers to take advantage of. The Hyper.Now release reimagines what it takes to deploy and build and share Hyper content embedded into your applications, and make it accessible to all of your business, independent of the size of the department, the group, or the business. Hyper.Now is a fully managed MicroStrategy 2021 environment hosted on the MicroStrategy Cloud service. The environment scales, configures, and managements are all managed by us, and it's automatically scaling. We want to ensure that our customers can be up to date on the latest and greatest. From a security side, it's very critical that you are on the latest update. If you're on-prem and you're deploying those production, you've got work to do. If you take advantage of our cloud platform, every single month you can have the latest update and remove the friction for you being secure, reliable. But more than that, it also gives you the opportunity to take advantage of some of that latest new functionality we've introduced for the clients. Going to Hyper now, for those that take advantage of Hyperintelligence and later Intel now, is going to free you to focus on building and shaping great business intelligence content for your users and not having to worry about management of systems. Hyper now was designed to be approachable. It was designed, whether you're a large team or a novice in a small team, it's designed to give you the ability to deploy your applications quickly. At the same time, it's built on that same robust, reliable interface, and it's built secure to support the protection of your core data assets. How do I take advantage of Hyper now? Well, you can take advantage of it within 15 minutes. You can come to microstrategy.com, click on the Hyperintelligence link, and within minutes, you'll have your own Hyperintelligence environment and you'll be building hypercards. We've got a rich set of resource material, videos and walkthroughs to kind of walk you through the process. Most customers have been able to take from clicking on the link to deploying their first hypercard application to users within 15 minutes. You'll actually be able to deploy applications not only in the browser with the browser plugin to mobile applications with Hypermobile. You'll be able to take advantage of Hyperintelligence inbuilt into Outlook. And you'll also, leveraging the Hyper SDK, can embed Hyperintelligence into any application. And there's some great examples of the Hyper SDK embedded to applications on the microstrategy.com website under Hyperintelligence, so you should check those demos out as well. MicroStrategy 2021 further enhances our dossier and library and really allows you to build some very beautiful dossier applications in the product. I'm just so proud of the work that the teams have done, and even more proud of what you will be able to do for your users in MicroStrategy 2021 dossier. The introduction of vertical scrolling really gives the author more freedom and control over their canvas and the size and the position of visualizations. It's really powerful. It's still responsive, even on a vertical scroll, and you can really build layers of content to really build beautiful infographics in the product. You can hide objects for mobile deployments, as you may choose to want to show things slightly different on a mobile form factor than you may have in a web or a desktop environment. We've added microcharts to our grids to give more powerful user experience, so designers can place data in different ways. To discuss how you can drive intelligence into all of your application, to bring the future of data-driven decision-making to all of your end users, I'd like to bring forward our Head of Product Management for Clients, Jose Nosadal.
Thanks, Tim. I hope everyone is enjoying MicroStrategy World as much as I am. Today, I want to share with you the new features that will make getting the data you need faster than ever. We'll cover the new viewing experience with Library, additions to HyperIntelligence for both card authors and users, and I'll tell you a bit more about our new Hyper.now offering. So let's start with Library. Many of you probably saw some nice looking dossiers yesterday during the keynote and also in some of the sessions. With dossiers, you can build content on a freeform canvas, layer different graphical objects, and interact with more modern visualizations such as our KPI widget and microcharts. MicroStrategy Library allows business users and analysts alike to view content in an entirely new way. We enable users to perform analysis, filter data views, create unique bookmarks, share insights and content across the enterprise, message with the team, and even export to Excel for further analysis. Since the initial release of Library 3 years ago, we have added many new features based on your feedback. We now have bookmarks, new elements for collaboration, enhancements to responsiveness, and in the latest news, a completely new way to organize your library. Let me show you an example of what you can build with MicroStrategy 2021. Starting with our latest release, you can interact with beautiful dossiers in an infographic style that incorporate responsiveness and vertical scrolling. In this example, you can notice that all those visualizations are fully interactive, and all the content is beautifully laid out. I can scroll and see how the dossier adapts to whatever form factor I am using. Let's talk about sharing a bookmarks for a second. Here at MicroStrategy, sharing is a vital part of organizational workflow. It helps us to better communicate across the organization and enables transparency. We use shared bookmarks to keep up to date on new features, deals in the pipeline, new accounts, and other items. Now, if you're not familiar with bookmarks, they're extremely powerful because they preserve not only filter selections, but also any manipulation like exclusions, drilling, or sorting. Before MicroStrategy 2021, a user could only see their own individual bookmarks. But now, the user can share a dossier with one or multiple bookmarks to share additional context with other users. Any updates to the bookmark that the author may do are automatically pushed to the recipient of the bookmark, ensuring that the data view is always up to date. In addition to shared bookmarks, MicroStrategy 2021 enhanced the overall collaboration and messaging options. Collaboration is unique to Library and allows users across the organization to communicate with each other. Historically, the collaboration panel only had comments which allowed for more of a message board, or users to post comments for all of who had access to the dossier to see. This year, however, we released discussions. And discussions is an entirely new option that allows users to create simple direct messages or group messages that limits the conversation to a specific group of people. Finally, let's talk about our new library organization, one of our main themes for 2021. Before MicroStrategy 2021, if you were using Library, you would see a flat hierarchy with no real way to organize the content. And that's why we introduced the concept of favorites and overall custom grouping for both dossiers and documents. The new favorites section allows you to easily add content to the top of your library for easy navigation. Click on the star icon to favorite any piece of content at any time or easily remove it from favorites if it's no longer needed. The new left sidebar menu allows you to navigate to favorites as well as the recent section to make it easier to find recently viewed content. Custom groups enable the end users to create groups of content unique to their own library view. To start, the user can multi-select content to add to an existing group or to create a new group entirely. The user can choose a customized name and color for the group. And again, those groups will be added to the left sidebar menu that acts as a centralized place for content organization. This feature is extremely helpful in adding some structure to library, especially when we start to see the number of objects in the library to increase with the new shared items. Let's not forget about search. With our new global search, you can search for items across the system, whether they're currently in your library or not. The new search goes deep into our metadata and scans for document and dossier names to make it easier than ever to find content and then add it to your library. Now let's talk about hyperintelligence. As Tim said, this is our fastest selling product. We understand that most organizations are pushing to be more data-driven and are making huge investments in business intelligence software. But there's still a major problem that was yet to be solved, and that was before hyperintelligence. That problem is analytics adoption. With all this amazing trusted information that you have already created, how do you get that to the right people at the right time in a manner that it can inform their day-to-day decisions? We use multiple applications every day. On a daily basis, we can use more than 5 different applications, going from email clients, communication tools, and CRM systems. And although these applications are great, they present a very isolated view of the business. What we would ideally want is a unified view of the business without creating additional applications and tools. And all of that can be achieved with hyperintelligence. Hyperintelligence was invented to inject those same insights that you previously created into the workflows that you use today. You don't have to get out of the application you were in and remember what was the website that you were on. You just get the answers right away with hyperintelligence. With hyperintelligence, we automatically scan words and instantly present information you need wherever you are. You can access cards on any browser-based web application, mobile device, and your Outlook email client. And with MicroStrategy 2021, we have introduced more features that let you build cards that can transform the way your employees work. Let me show you some of those new features. Hypervision allows you to quickly identify the most critical topics of your business before even hovering over the underlined word. The color of the underline tells you if you need to take immediate action. In this example, I would like to understand if certain accounts require my attention or if they are in good state. Analysts can build hypervision-enabled cards on workstation. Here, you can apply a threshold to a metric or KPI using a simple editor to influence the card color on all hyperintelligence product offerings. Additionally, we made enhancements to the card authoring experience by providing the ability to create metrics on the fly, add images to the card body, and replacing the data set you were using without losing all the work you put into designing well-crafted cards. I consider this year to be very exciting, not just for our business users and analysts, but also for our developer community. As Tim said, we're launching our Hyper SDK. The SDK aims to provide the same browser extension experience without installing the extension itself. It equips your proprietary apps and services with customized Hyper experience with just a short snippet of JavaScript code. Developers can simply insert this code into any plain web-based application to enhance them with data and insights. The SDK is compatible with not just Microsoft Chromium-based browsers such as Edge and Google Chrome, but it's also compatible with other modern browsers such as Firefox and Safari. Your users can now just sit back and use HyperIntelligence with zero installation and configuration experience. I want to encourage you all to attend the Hyper SDK workshop later today. And I would also like to invite you to try our new HyperDot now. This is our new SaaS product designed to empower your entire organization with HyperIntelligence in just a few minutes. As you can see, right after signing up, you can start building cards in Workstation and download all of our HyperIntelligence clients, or browsers extensions, or mobile applications, and our Outlook add-in. It's pretty quick to get started with HyperIntelligence. And with that, back to you, Tim.
Thanks, Jose. That was really fantastic. We have a lot more in train for all of you at MicroStrategy World on day 2, particularly following through the HyperIntelligence journey. If you'd like to know more about HyperIntelligence, some of the roadmap, some of the great things we're actually working on, then please attend some of those other sessions and you'll get some great additional insight and see how you can take advantage of HyperIntelligence in your organization. In this global landscape, you want to have the agility to be able to deploy application in 20 minutes instead of 20 days. Deploying, managing, and scaling revolves around custom workflows or even open source tooling. To continue our journey, we've really been reimagining the MicroStrategy developer functionality in a much more modern tooling. Our journey started by re-platforming the MicroStrategy platform with a broad set of REST APIs to give access to the platform capabilities. Workstation takes advantage of those APIs to offer a powerful set of tooling to allow you to build and manage applications, dossiers, hypercards, all in one application. One tool to rule them all, that is MicroStrategy Workstation for Windows or the Macintosh. We aren't just porting functionality from developer, but really reimagining what it means as an administrator, an author, a data architect, to allow you to really build rich applications leveraging the MicroStrategy Workstation. We're very proud of all the work that's gone into it in the 2021 release, as well as all of the great additions that are going to come on top of the platform this year. I'm going to introduce our head of product management for our tools to share with you more about it. Over to Erica Moreno.
Thank you, Tim. As Tim mentioned, Workstation is a tool that will empower you to manage your business intelligence platform. It covers administration functionality, data modeling, authoring, and now you can build custom applications on top of our enterprise-grade APIs. This is the one tool to rule them all. I have over 15 years of MicroStrategy experience, and during my consulting years, I have seen different versions of the tool. My first certification was on MicroStrategy 7, and it has been amazing to see where MicroStrategy is now with dossiers, hypercards, Hyper SDK, and of course, Workstation. I am very excited to be part of this mission of reimagining the workflows and demands of the modern enterprise to create modern tooling that helps you build rich applications. With Workstation, you have a complete tool that allows you to design end-to-end workflows. Imagine that you can build your BA application in 10 days instead of 3 months. With Workstation, you can leverage the APIs to automate the object creation and develop your custom application on top of it. You can build schema, application objects, reports, dossiers, and so on. Besides the object creation, you can also manage your platform in an automated way. We have built Python modules on top of the REST APIs that will allow you to do automation or integrate with open source tooling and custom workflows, as Mo mentioned before. You will be able to create, edit, and manage your scripts inside of Workstation. And to get you started right away, we'll provide you with sample Python scripts for the most common use cases like user and data source creation. If you have any issues during your process, you can always contact our customer support team. They will help you to work things out. Let's take a look at the Python scripts that will be supported in Workstation. Workstation architecture is built on top of these APIs, and we enhance the graphical user interface to provide a seamless experience for architects, developers, and administrators. We have different tabs to target the different personas and their own tasks. We empower you with an intelligent platform that will enable you to manage all of your environments from this one tool. The new monitors will give you the ability to take action from one screen. You can monitor different environments through views for nodes, services, cubes, user connections, and database connections. With the new monitors, you can use filters that will allow you to pinpoint the information that you need. Let me show you a sneak peek of the monitors. Moving on to the architects and developers, we have been on a journey to bring all the authoring experiences into Workstation. You can currently create, edit, and manage objects like dossiers, cards, applications, reports, and documents. And you will also be able to develop facts, filters, and tables. We'll be investing more throughout the year to enhance the semantic layer capabilities by adding objects like attributes, intelligent cubes, hierarchies, prompts, and so on. All of this while improving the overall user experience. We're working on the modeling service that will be the foundational piece to support the next generation functionality, like multi-user schema editing and version control. Here's an example of two of the new editing experiences we're working on, the schema and the attribute editors. Now that you have created all your beautiful content, you will need a way to distribute it. You can leverage the API framework to manage your subscriptions, but you can also do it from Workstation. You should look forward to seeing some innovation on top of the 2021 release with the MicroStrategy app, giving you better visibility into your subscriptions. Currently, we have the APIs required for the multi-content subscriptions, and by the end of next quarter, it will be part of Workstation. This is a major feature that will allow us to have parity with Narrowcast. Make sure to check out Workstation and stay tuned for the new improvements that we will be delivering throughout the year. The future is now. Take advantage of Workstation 2021. Thanks for listening. Back to you, Tim.
Thanks, Erica. That was fantastic. This year, we've really had a great opportunity to get a lot of active feedback from many of our customers to really shape our products. And we've been able to work with many customers, whether on the cloud or on-premise, on their journey. We would like to walk with you on your journey to modernize your organization and take advantage of some of the things you can do with the MicroStrategy 2021 platform. On the 2021 platform, and what you'll see available this year on top of that platform, you'll be able to fundamentally transform how your organization leverages intelligence. For more information about how you can get on board the 2021 platform and the 2021 train, contact us at info@microstrategy.com. Web is a very modern experience, and a lot of people today leverage MicroStrategy in web environments. But sometimes web environments aren't perfect for authoring, and they're not perfect for consumption experiences. Sometimes when I'm working on a PowerPoint or I'm working on Excel, I want to take advantage of those local tools. At MicroStrategy in 2021, we launched the new MicroStrategy application, available on Mac and on Windows. This application allows me to interact with a broad set of content leveraging MicroStrategy and to be able to share and interact with that. We want to support the transformation of how you interact with content, how you collaborate with your users, how you can find additional insights from hyper-intelligence that's equally integrated into that application. We believe in giving you a much more flexible deployment choice. Whether you're on web browsers, whether you're taking advantage of desktop, whether you're on mobile devices, we want to give you the freedom to provide intelligence to all of your users, whatever their form factor, whatever the time, whatever the interval. Coming in 2021, we'll be releasing Intel Now, a full business intelligence offering built on the same Cloud.now platform that Hyper.now takes advantage. Again, like Hyper.now, it's fully managed service and allows organizations to be able to deploy a system in a single click. It'll allow you to build feature-rich applications, taking advantage of the modern MicroStrategy clients and the modern MicroStrategy tools. You'll be able to consume through Library Web, Library Mobile, and the new MicroStrategy client. To take a look at what we can do with the modern MicroStrategy clients and see what you'll be able to take advantage of there, why don't I bring back Jose Nosadal.
Thanks, Tim. I'm excited to show you our new MicroStrategy app. When we built Library, one of the main foundational ideas was that we need to optimize the content for all platforms. You can view dossiers with Library Mobile, on web, and now with the new MicroStrategy app, always providing a native experience. The MicroStrategy application was released this year with a focus on speed and performance. User experience is not just UI. And even though you just heard of many new features that enhance the overall interface and user journey, performance will always be at the core of MicroStrategy. The MicroStrategy app aims at an instant response experience. We know that you need critical information and you need it faster than ever, especially in today's global climate. Built for business users, the MicroStrategy application capitalizes on the power of your desktop and brings smart downloads and automatic refresh, both of which provide the core of that instant response experience. We're predicting and proactively downloading the content the users will need for a faster experience. But we are also constantly checking to see if there is any new data for the user. The updates are then seamlessly integrated across the pages. In addition to performance, there are also other features unique to the app itself, including the tray icon that allows a user to access dossiers and documents regardless of whether the app is actively open or not. And we also are integrating hyper-intelligence. If the user is in the app, they can search for contextual insights directly, meaning they can search for a specific card element, such as an account, or even view hyper-intelligence within the context of a dossier. Some customers even use hyper-intelligence for information windows. Just as we are constantly refreshing the content for the dossiers, we do the same with hyper-intelligence. Back to you, Tim.
Thanks, Jose. That was fantastic. I can't wait to get the MicroStrategy application in the hands of all of our users. It's included with Intel Now, and it's also included in our new cloud offering. So thank you very much. The future is now for MicroStrategy. We don't want you to feel you have to wait for the things we talked about in futures. You can take advantage of MicroStrategy 2021 platform today and then benefit of any of the improvements we add to the platform this year. We want to support you in building these rich applications, pushed to the edge of the organization with transformational technologies like hyper-intelligence, but deliver it in a secure, reliable way to all of your organization. I also encourage all of you to actually use this opportunity at World to learn about 2021 and what you can actually do, but also spend time and recertify on the latest releases. There's a lot of new functionality that you may not have known, And I encourage you not just to upgrade to the 2021 platform, but I encourage you to really help support that transformation of the user experience to all of your users. Please take advantage of the folk at MicroStrategy to help you on that journey, and I'd like to thank you all for your time today.